Well, my race really isn't over yet. You've reached Talking with Dr. Terry, 180 Seconds to a Better You, message number 192. I'm Dr. Terry Wurzbacher, talking to you from Sulphur Springs, Texas, wherever that is. All I know is it's still 300 miles till I get home. There's so many components to a race or a goal. And remember, this was my foot race, but it applies to my life and it applies to all the goals and things that you are doing in your life. So some of the components to this race or to a goal are the idea, the decision to go forward, planning, gathering materials, training, the pre-race or pre-goal logistics, the start, the emotional and physical roller coaster of the process, which you got to experience. And in my case, it was a race. In your case, it'll be a goal. And the end result, whatever the end is in your definition. For me, it was reaching the rock in 10 days. But again, that was only the beginning. The most important aspect is yet to come, and that's the race report or the after-action report we've talked about before. Excuse me. If you leave this out, it's like leaving out a row of bricks somewhere in the house that you're building. The structure won't be as sturdy. So why do you do a race report, you ask? Well, the darn thing is over. Why not just move on? I'll ask you, why did you do this thing anyway? Even if you think it was just one piece in the gigantic jigsaw puzzle of your life, what happens to those pieces that are supposed to fit and lock into that one piece? They'll be left dangling. The whole puzzle will look and be incomplete. The race report, whatever your race is where you really celebrate the fruits of your project. What happened? What went well? What didn't go so well? I've got lots of those. What could you do differently? What gear worked? Did you waste too much time on something? I did. And what could you do differently to prevent that? And on and on and on. This is where you bring all of the ingredients together, stir them, let them sit, because they have to go around and around in your mind so you can process them. And then eventually you produce the best lessons possible so that you can apply them to your life now and make your life better. That's the whole point of doing anything, isn't it? Things have changed, but you want to know exactly what, so that you have to let them marinate. Like I said, let them stir around in your brain, let them figure out and fit together, because they'll settle to the ground. There's all this stuff in there. There's silt, whatever components. I don't know, I grew up in New York, and the Hudson River is all cloudy, but if you let it sit, some of that silt will go to the bottom, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking to separate out the cream from the crop. Once you do that, you can serve them onto your plate, and that means you can apply them to your life. So there are many calls coming from this 10-day life-changing race. So I hope you're ready, and I will apply them to life, not just a foot race, so don't get discouraged or worried there. And yes, this event was life-changing, even though I've done it 8 times. And I think that's the key thing of anything you do in life. What did you learn, and can you learn something new? Therefore, is it worth doing? Anyway, have a diamond day, everybody, and once again, thank you for all your support during the race. As you can tell, I'm getting rested and feeling better, and now I just have to head on home to San Antonio. Have a great day. Bye.